right, hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Today we have the newly released today, Topps Chrome Baseball. I bought two jumbo boxes on through Topps. They were I think $410 plus tax each. So we're looking at about a $900, a little bit under rip today. Hopefully we get something good. There are a ton of inserts, a ton of parallels, image variations, a bunch of different things. So I tried to do some research before good amount. I have my computer ready next to me to see the kind of odds on what I pull. And yeah, I was at Fanatics Fest on Sunday. Hopefully, you guys got to see the Fanatics Fest exclusive boxes. There was a couple decent pulls. I pulled a Ferran Torres autograph, which he ended up scoring the only goal in the World Cup finale. So that was kind of nice. I got picked up a few other pieces. I picked up this Josh Allen out of 50, Shadow Etch. And I also traded for a George Lombard Jr. First Bowman auto out of 299 Speckle. So hopefully he doesn't get traded in this deadline and actually gets brought up maybe later in the season, and comes the next Dak Cheetah, something like that. So I'll put those there, and hopefully we hit some good cards that can take their place. All right. So what we're looking for here are, everyone really signs. Judge, Shohei signs. There's a lot of rookies that sign. This is a good rookie class. McGonigal, Samuel Basayo, Sal Stewart, Mizorowski, Chase Burns, Roman Anthony. There's a bunch of cool guys that sign. And there's a bunch of inserts that I like. There's one kind of common one that I saw. It's called Perspectives, which is cool. It has kind of like the name in the background, but it's pretty common. I'd love to see an Ultraviolet, a Helix. What else? There's a couple other ones. Those are the big ones. And of course, there's like the crazy Shohei's 101s, gold patch that, one can dream. But yeah, let's get to it. All right, so we have two boxes for you today, and let's see what we can pull. I'll throw on a few pictures before this of kind of who I saw at Fanatics Fest. I saw Cam Scadaboo. I saw Mr. Justice again, AJ, Big Boom, whatever. I saw Ryan Clark pre-firing, which was nice. I saw a few other people. It was cool. Travis Scott was there, although it was packed. I couldn't get close to him. But let's get into it. All right, here is my main man Judge, and here is the first box. Let's see what we can pull. All right. If you're new to this channel, which probably are, I tried to pick up the back left pack and kind of flip it for a good look. It has yet to work. Actually, it did work. I pulled Tom Brady out of 25. So who knows? Maybe we'll get something good here. Let's get into it. First pack. Bear with me. I know there's a couple very common inserts, but I still might kind of sleeve them just because they look cool. I like the Rising Stars one. Looks really cool. All right, here we go. Kristen Campbell, Jacob DeGrom, Andy Pages, Andrew McCutchen on the Rangers, Brandon Lowe, Ezekiel Tovar, Denzer Guzman, Dylan Dingler, and we have a Shohei Nice. Not mad about that. I think this is a pretty common insert. Chrome Rivals. But I will never be upset about pulling a Shohei. Let's leave that up. Maybe Trent on the Wave Refractor. This is only in Jumbo, the Wave Refractor. And we have a Geraldo Perdomo. So let me sleeve up this Shohei. I got this new mat. I didn't get it at Fanatics Fest. Unfortunately, they didn't really have any mats at Fanatics Fest to purchase, but I got this online. So there it is, Shohei. Good first pack. I feel like this is the second time in a row that I've pulled a Shohei first pack. I'm not mad about that. Hopefully that keeps going. All right. Kerry Carpenter. Will Smith. We have an image variation, Jose Ramirez. So I'm pretty sure the image variations, I'm not exactly sure how to distinct them, but pretty sure that one is. Gleyber Torres, Matt Shaw on the All-Star Rookies. Javier Baez, J.P. Crawford, J.J. Weatherholt, probably Rookie of the Year, J.J. Weatherholt. I'll keep that. Maximo Acosta. Have a Skeens orange to 25. Ooh. Very nice on the Wave. Very, very nice. And a Spencer Schwellenbach. Very nice. Okay. Not bad at all. If I keep getting stuff like that, I will be very pleased with this release. Can someone explain to me why pitchers go for less than like infielders or offensive players? I feel like pitchers are like the most important part of the game. I think you can see kind of like an uptick a little bit, but I feel like they should be going for just as much or even more at times. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. All right, next pack. No color there. I'll try to go faster once we get kind of into the set a bit more. Justin Verlander. Trying to get this glare off. Okay, we have Yamamoto on the 75 year. We have a Pete Crow Armstrong Wrecking Crew. That is kind of a very common insert. I've seen it a lot. We have Brian Wu on the Wave and Jarren Duran. I'm trying to figure out the best angle to not have this glare for you guys. I apologize. It's a little tough and filming this day of the day, so there's a lot of light. All right. Let's see if you got any color. Do have some color. Okay. So there is an MVP buyback, and so this is a good card to keep. I'm pretty sure these go back for $20. And if he wins, which he probably is looking likely, this will go for, you can trade that in. Oh, okay. Let's go. Okay. So there is Yamamoto on the perspective. I feel like this is too common. Like I see it a lot, but they are so cool. This is kind of similar to the Cosmic Chrome Starry Night ones, Stars in the Night, where like they were common, but I still love them. They're very cool. Okay. We have Ellie. Juan Soto on a common insert as well. And we have a Paul Gervas auto at 275. All right. Not the best auto. Not exactly too aware of this guy, but on the Dodgers, can never go wrong with Dodgers players. Let's leave this up. There it is. I'll sleeve up the Yamamoto as well, just because I really like these. I wish Shohei had one, or I mean, Judge would be sick too. I know Jeter has one. I'd love to get that one. All right, not bad. I mean, a yellow parallel auto and a Skeens out of 25 so far. We still have, more than half of the box. All right, here we don't have any color. Juan Soto on the wave. And a Jordan Beck. All right. Next side. Hopefully that side treats us just like the other one. I really want to see a cool kind of SSP. I'd love to get the Ultraviolet. I think they look sick this year. Junior. Christian Walker. Nolan Arenado. Okay, so there's another Wrecking Crew. Like I said, these are pretty common. There is Max Scherzer on the wave. And Salvador Perez. Let's keep these nice and neat. So far, not too much, but a couple cool cards. Still, good chunk left. All right, so there, I think that's a Rising Stars. We shall see when we get there. Delvin Cruz, Roman Anthony rookie, Noah Cameron rookie, Conley Early rookie, Slippery, Cam Smith, Victor Scott. There is Skeens on the 75th. Matt Olson, Corbin Carroll, and a Roman Anthony Future Stars. I think these look so cool. They're pretty common. I don't think they're an insane value, but it's cool. And it's a rookie, so not mad about it. Roman Anthony's having kind of a good couple weeks. Red Sox are too hot, I hate to say, but they won, 15 in a row? Insane. All right. This is another somewhat base, so I can speed through it. Carson Williams. Shohei on the Wrecking Crew. We have Matt Chapman on the wave. Sandy Alcantara. I'll sleeve up anything Shohei. All right. Okay, I'm not seeing much color there either. Chase Delon is another good rookie. Ooh. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's a lot of gunk on that one. Weird. And we did not get a wave there. All right, that was a pretty buns pack. Next up, I think we still have the other auto. Once we got shorted. Okay, I'm seeing a purple. Some purple there. I think that might be the wild one insert, which is also decently common. But who knows? Garrett Cole, welcome back. Shane Baez. O'Neill Cruz. Maybe Mason Miller, hopefully future Yank. There is Christian Yelich on the wave. And out of 75, Wyatt Langford on the Wild. Pretty sure it's called the Wild Ones. Nice. Parallel of it. It's pretty cool. It's a cool color. Let's leave that out. Very nice. Alright, 2 more packs. And then we have the next box. I'll try to speed through a little bit of the next box. We still have the auto here. Okay, there's some color there. Let's see it. Mason Lynn, Patrick Bailey, Shayla Andrews, Chris Bryant, Francisco Lindor, Jackson Merrill on the image variation. There's Owen Casey, Bryce Harper. We have Marcus Simon on the turquoise refractor. That's the auto. Parker Messick. Okay. He's one of the great rookie pitchers. Out of 50 on-card auto. Very nice. Okay. And a Colson Montgomery Future Stars. Definitely not mad about that pack. Pack was really nice, actually. If you want to get any of the rookies, you want them to be a gold out of 50 and on-card. And you want them to be one of the top guys, so not mad about that. I do think that now that means that the smoker pack is gonna smoke us. But it's fine, because this was a pretty good box, honestly. A couple Shoheis, a couple decent autos, both parallels. We have a blue there. Kevin McGonigal. Pittsburgh. Connor Griffin wave out of 150. Woo! Very nice. Very nice. And Carlos Correa on the image variation. All right. Ooh, okay. Good first box. I don't know if we necessarily got our money fully back, but that Parker Messick, Paul Skeens out of 25, a couple Shohei inserts, and a Connor Griffin out of 150. Not mad about that at all. All right. Let's see. Let's see what this next pack could do. I'm like the worst at opening the short crap on boxes. I think that's like what my high school nickname was. The worst at it. Alright. This box is a little bent. Hopefully none of the cards got messed around with. Look pretty fine. Let's pull out smoker pack. I forgot to say, so it's 11 cards and there's 12 packs. Oh, I'm being a mess. I apologize. Just skip forward through this, please. All right, there's that. Let me move some of this oak And I'll also move some of the base. All right, and we can get started. All right, let's get into it. Box 2. Box 2 matches or exceeds box 1. I am very into this product. Trey Savage. Okay. No Shohei first pack. R.I.P. my ambitions. Alright. I think there's a wild ones in here. There's Parker Messick, our guy today. Kyle Tucker. Otto Kemp. Ramirez. Roman Anthony. Again. Didn't we get him on the other one? Mason Wynn on the refractor. I'm sleeving these because they look cool. I don't think there's much value to them, but I think they look pretty cool. I like the color. I like a little color pop. All right, next pack. Not seeing much there. Shohei, peep peep. So this buyback program for the MVPs. That's a good card. TJ Rumfield. I just put the Shohei in this slab so I don't forget it exists. Zach Neto. Eugenio Suarez. We have Freddie Freeman on the Wrecking Crew, Salvador Perez, and Francisco Lindor. All right. Not really anything so far. Please show me an SSD then. Okay, I think I see either gold or yellow. Sprout. Jackson Holiday, Chris Bryant, Dalton Varsho out of 50. Not bad. Not bad at all. All right, next pack. So far, this box is lacking, but hopefully that means we have a cool SSP coming. Oh, there's another SSP that counts like the constellations in Cosmic Chrome, where like they kind of blend into the city streets. It's pretty cool. Love to get one of those as well. There's Joe Ryan. Image variation. Corbin Carroll on the Wrecking Crew. Christopher Sanchez on the Wave. And Alec Burleson. So far, that side showed us absolutely nil. We still have 2 autos. Hopefully, one of them is cool, at least. All right, there's some color. I think that's a Rising Rookies. Valley Green, Isaac Collins, Devin Williams, Hunter Goodman, Denzel Clark. Fernando Tatis on the 75th. Nick Kurtz, Future Stars. Francisco Lindor and Jackson Merrill on the image variation. All right, still absolutely nothing really, other than that 50 Varsho. I'm getting kind of worried. And there's no color there. All right. Judge, not going to win the MVP, but I like him. Sal Stewart, rookie. Tsuya Amai. Matt Olson on the wave. He's having a great year. All right. We've gone absolutely base so far. It's crazy. Please show me something. I'll save this box. All right, I see some green. Kurtz rookie. JT Realmuto. Okay, Giancarlo Stanton on the negative. It's pretty cool. St. Louis. Jimmy Crooks out of 99 on card auto. All right. This box has been pretty brutal, so at least a parallel auto, but yeah, maybe not the exact guy I wanted. Let me sleeve up this Giancarlo, one of my favorite players ever. My favorite player ever is Robinson Cano, but it's pretty cool. I like the negative. They kind of look, I don't know, Mr. Negative. If anyone, you guys is a Spider-Man fan? All right, we still have another auto, and we need a lot more to save this box. And it's a base again. Mason Miller, Troy Melton, Lars Nootbaar, Cole Young rookie, Jazz, Avalanche. Jazz is a Mizorowski rookie. It's nice. Cal Raleigh on the wrecking crew. Yeah, really wrecking this year. I'm not even gonna put that in the base. No, I'll put it in the base. There's Dylan Cease. And Miguel Vargas. All right. Jesus, nothing good so far. Nothing really. Nothing to write home about. Huh. Okay. Alec Burleson, Logan Webb. Chad Stevens. Okay. I don't know if you guys can feel my frustration boiling, but this is a pretty miserable box. Base Chad Stevens autograph. Cool. Whenever all these guys are great, don't get me wrong, but big ticket player, common insert, and Shane Boss. All right, come on, show me a good SSP. Make this box for me, please. And it will not be there. Cammy Schlipp. Moto, CJ Abrams on the wave, and O'Neal Cruz image variation. All right. Last pack magic, please. Please, I need it. I need it so bad. All right, there's some things there. I think that might be a perspective. We have all right. Not mad about that. Derek Jeter on the perspectives. I like that. That's a PC. And then Grant Taylor out of 75. All right. So this second box has been, not the best. But at least I got a PC card out of it. The autos themselves were pretty bleak. I'm not really sure about either of them. They could be good. We'll have to do some research. There is the Jeter. His classic throw. Pretty cool. Let's look through some hits. So there's the Jeter, Chad Stevens, base auto, Jimmy Crooks out of 99. There's the Connor Griffin out of 150 wave. Parker Messick out of 50 on card auto. Paul Garas, rookie auto. Skeens out of 25. And then we have Grant Taylor, Mizorowski, Giancarlo Stanton on the negative. Dalton Varsho out of 50. Shohei base. Roman Anthony. Wild Ones. Colson Montgomery on the Future Stars. Marcus Seaman out of 199. That's to sleeve that. Wyatt Langford out of 75 on the Wild Ones. Shohei Wrecking Crew. Roman Anthony, Future Stars. Yamamoto on the Perspectives. And Shohei on the Chrome Rivals home, I believe. Yeah. That is it. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully, I have a few kind of other things in the works. I'm going to try to give you guys kind of a breakdown of a PSA review and a couple other boxes coming in. So yeah, please subscribe and let me know if this was kind of cool. Awesome. Thank you guys.